All right, guys, what's going on? Robert here again with a new video. So, pretty much today I want to be talking about goal setting, okay, and how to actually achieve those goals, okay? Because I'm gonna really give you like a roadmap how to get from where you are to where you want to be, which is the most important thing, right? So, really think about your dream life, where you want to be, right? Who you are, and what you need to become to actually get to the life you want. So goal setting is great, but what you have to understand with a goal setting is the more specific you are with your goals, the more likely you're going to achieve them. So, and what worked for me, honestly, is just setting like short-term goals. Like if when it comes to potentially moving to a new country or potentially like getting yourself a new camera or computer or this and that or a car. Be very specific with your goals and set realistic expectations. Right, for you to get to those goals, it's pretty straightforward. You have to have a high standards for yourself and act like a person you need to become to actually achieve those goals. So that basically means it's showing up every single day as the best possible version of yourself, and that version of yourself has to be, you know, acting like acting like the way the person, that acting in a way that that has, all the things you want. Because in order to get to the life you want, you just have to be the person who gets those things, right? Which is the most important thing. Now, goal setting is great, but you have to make it unreasonable to actually get there, right? You have to be like, how can I make it unreasonable to, actually get the life I want? How much work do I need to put in, to actually get there? That's, I think, very important. The more specific you are, the better. And also, like, you know, who do you need? You have to ask yourself, like, who do you need to become to actually get the life you want? So when it comes to like goal setting, it's like great, but make it unreasonable to not get those things you want out of life. Like make it, put so much work in that it's unreasonable. You don't get there eventually. So that's what you have to understand. So yeah, most of you guys, I don't know where you guys are, what you guys are doing. I don't know if you're a 9 to 5 or if you're, I don't know, an entrepreneur. But I feel like once you adopt this mindset, it's really a game changer because you have to set high standards for yourself. But it's really just choosing the best version of yourself every single day. Like how hard are you trying from like 0 to 100 every single day, right? And goal setting is great, but you just have to make it unreasonable to not get there. Maybe it's better to actually set like a higher goal. So if you get halfway there, it's still reasonable, and you're gonna be somewhat satisfied. And that's what I would say on the goal setting side of things. Now, yeah, if you're, I don't know, if you're in sales like me, I feel like yeah, you also have to be really like detached from the outcome. It's not just like about sales, but also like in life. You have to be detached from the outcome because that's what keeps you present. And if the more you are pushing towards that goal, the more it's gonna go away if you're constantly so obsessed about the goal instead of focusing on what matters and how you need to show up. So detach from the outcome is very great because you cannot focus on like, oh, I'm gonna get this beautiful girl. You cannot focus on like, oh, I'm gonna get 100K next month. You can only focus on what you can do in this current moment and focus on enjoying the process and the journey. And where it's gonna go, you never know. But you gotta be detached from the outcome, and that's gonna be a real game changer. Because let's say if you're talking to a girl and you like her, but you detach from the outcome, then basically, there's, you have a higher perceived value, and also at the same time, like the more likely you're gonna be achieving what you want from that girl because simply you are detached from the outcome. So yeah, usually if you're detached, it's just way easier to get what you want out of life, right? Say it's with your goals and money settings or travel plans. The more detached you are from them, and the more you focus on the present moment and on the journey, the more it's gonna be beneficial for you. Yeah, because once you realize the best version of yourself is just, it's not like a future version. It's the present version you have to choose every single day. You have to understand that what kind of present version of yourself will get the future goals. So just focus on who you need to become. It's very straightforward. So that's a little bit about goal setting and really understanding like what kind of mindset it takes for you to achieve those goals. Because yeah, you have to make it unreasonable not to achieve those goals. So that's what you have to kind of understand, like straightforward. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. What I would say on the goal setting side of things. I think it's great, but what you have to understand is like you have to enjoy the journey, be present, and focus on being just the best possible version of yourself. Like how hard are you actually trying from 0 to 100 every single day? Because consistency compounds, and over time, this is who you become. What you think, how you act, how you move. That's who you become, and that's your destiny. But it all starts with identity. Everything starts with identity. So we have to be like, who do I need to become to actually get there? Boom, done. What happens, 3 months from now is just a byproduct, of who you became in the process. And I think that's the most beautiful part of all of it, to be honest, guys. So that's what I was saying, guys, on the goal setting. Quite frankly, I'm gonna make another video maybe afterwards, but that's what I would say. And I feel like this is a great step for you to actually understand how to achieve those goals. If you need any help one-on-one, if you want to get into like online income or sales, or if you want to like compound your money with trading, let me know. I have coaching down below. I have seminars available, and also work with a few students that want to get into sales and make good money online. If that's you, just book a call with me down below. I'm very selective with who I work with, so I don't just accept everyone, but I just want to make sure I can actually support you in the best way possible. Okay. All right, awesome. Now that's pretty much it. All the links are down below. This is all on goal setting. I'm gonna make maybe potentially another video on that down the road. But yeah, a little bit about that, and hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Cheers.